Hello there and welcome. Today I'll be giving you a brief overview of my favorite gear items for my CDT Thru-Hike coming up. These are items that I found that worked for me from the Appalachian Trail Thru-Hike as well as slot this past couple years up in northern Michigan. And so with that said, welcome. Blue blazers, yellow blazers, pink blazers, Bill Bryson lovers, Bill Bryson haters. Thank you for my favorite blog for that reference because I think that is wonderful. We're going to start with some of the bigger ticket items today. The Blaze AC60 from Granite Gear. Great pack, fairly light, not ultra light. Works for me. Cinch downs on the side and the front face, which you can get nice and tight. Great big mesh pockets on the side, stretchy. The only thing that I don't love is the lack of pocket on the hip belt. So if that's a problem for you, just get a pocket and put it on. That's what I did. Put my phone, snacks, you name it, in this pack. Just got a new backplate, plastic backplate on here. They replaced that for free after the Appalachian Trail. Just got a couple cracks in it, and so just swap that out. My sleep system, Mountain Laurel Designs Dual Mid 5x9 tarp. Now this tarp, the reason I'm bringing this tarp versus more of a fair weather tarp is because inclement weather in Colorado, high winds, high snow, rain, this tarp can handle it. A lot of guy line tie-outs. So if you're looking at getting a tarp for the winter, especially, or the inclement weather, check out Mountain Laurel Designs Dual Mid. They make some great tarps, light, 18 ounces. You can put your own guy lines on, so do the system however you want, which is very nice to make that customizable. And then just using a Tyvek ground sheet for the floor. This is just bigger than my sleeping pad. So the Thermarest Neo Air, very small, lightweight, blows up nice and thick. I sleep wonderfully on it. Great return policy, warranty problems. Knock on wood. Haven't had a problem with that ever. Hopefully never do. Moving on to my sleeping bags. Yes, plural. First, we have Katabatic Gear. Flex 30. If you're looking at getting a down bag, I highly recommend checking out Katabatic Gear. They make exceptional bags. And this is the foot box. It's a quilt style, so it opens up. And you have some clips up top, zipper on bottom, and then at your feet, cinches down closed. The top, it can also cinch close around your neck, which I find to be extremely valuable. This is a 850 fill power, water resistant down inside it. And this is, like I said, a 30, but that's a comfort rating of 30. But like I said, Katabatic Gear, check them out if you're looking for a down sleeping bag. They are great. Highly recommend. And now the reason I'm taking 2 sleeping bags is because this is the Mountain Laurel Designs Spirit 38. It's a synthetic, similar quilt style, but using in tandem, great warming power. Can get down in the single digits and be warm. Tested out in northern Michigan many times, and just great bags. So this, you don't have all the stitching as well, which is really nice. No, none of the baffles, which I find that I really like because there's no clumping of the synthetic, which I think adds a lot of value. The foot box closes up similar to the Katabatic, same with the neck. But the reason I'm using a synthetic and a down is because mainly I'll be hitting Colorado the first week of May, because I'm starting March 21st, 2017, and for the CDT that's quite early for the trail. And so May in Colorado, there will be snow, and lots of it, and I'll be sleeping on snow for a while. And so having this tandem, synthetic can get wet and still be warm. Worried about, just the condensation when you sleep on snow. A lot of condensation on your sleeping bag. So that's the reason I'm going with the combo versus just one warmer down bag. And I found that works for me, and love it. But Mountain Laurel Designs, Katabatic Gear. you're looking at bags or a winter setup, great winter setup as well. With that, moving on to some clothes, and we'll kind of buzz through these, but here you just have a pair of lightweight running shorts. These have a liner so I don't have to wear underwear, which when it's hot I like a little bit, keep a little bit cooler. This is a smart wool tee, just some merino wool, a little bit pricey, but if you're looking at getting a t-shirt, cap line or wicking, much better with a merino, especially from smart wool. Price, yes, a little pricey, and it will wear on you after a through hike. You're gonna have some holes for sure. This is a replacement shirt actually. I bought a new one after the Appalachian Trail just because I didn't want to look too homeless, and I also wanted to be wearing a shirt because it was a little bit skimpy with some holes. I have some North Face leggings, so if it's on a cold day hike, I can throw on these, or sleeping, great North Face leggings. And then my glove system. So my hands have very bad circulation, so I have a two-part system with the Ibex merino wool glove liners, or these on the Appalachian with some gloves. But I decided to switch out to some fleece mittens, so I'll be using the liner gloves with the Z-Packs fleece mitt. I found this works really well for me, especially with bad circulation. And then I'll add some rain mitts for Colorado, which that'll keep the fleece dry. I'm just a fleece hat from North Face, nothing too crazy there. A buff's great. Neck warmer, headband, you name it, can do it. Buffs are great. Don't smell bad. Pretty lightweight, dry quickly. And all this gear, dries pretty quick too, especially the t-shirt and the shorts I mentioned. You're going to be drying out real quick if you get wet in a rainstorm, or you sweat through it. It's going to dry quick. Just a lightweight cap, nothing to write home about there. Just dries very quickly. And bandana, keep the sun off my neck and ears, which will be key for the desert. And then a pair of Darn Tough socks, along with Injinji toe sock liners. Now, Darn Tough socks, great socks. These, I'll bring 2 pairs of these on the CDT, and can't complain about Darn Tough. They have excellent replacement policy. So these are actually replacement ones from the Appalachian Trail that I got replaced for free under their warranty program. Had a couple holes after the Appalachian, but nothing crazy. I used 2 pairs the whole time at Appalachia, and was fine. And Injinji toe sock liners. If you ever worry about blisters or just friction, these are a great combo to wear in tandem. Toe socks, they are weird to wear at first, especially being a guy. I found I'm just not used to things between my feet, or between my toes. But this worked really well. I got about 4 really small blisters on the Appalachian Trail, and they went away in about a day, so that was awesome. But I also think that too, some friction block. This is a Band-Aid friction block. It was $10 for this little thing, which, yes, that's pricey, but it lasted me from southern New York all the way up to Maine. And there's half of it left. And those $10, that's fine. But Body Glide is cheaper, yes. You'll go through Body Glide much quicker. That's what I found. And the warmer weather, Body Glide gets a little more goopy, and so more will come off on your feet when you're using it, or you can use other parts you're chafing as well. So kind of a great all-around functional stick. I mainly use it on my feet every morning. Just put a little on, throw on the sock liners, throw on the socks. Don't have a problem with blisters. I mean, I use the XA Pro 3Ds from Salomon, non-waterproof. Great shoe, pretty light. They work for me. These are my 3rd pair now. Can't complain. I mean, pretty big toe box. They have a quick lace, which I think is fine. But the biggest thing, get shoes that are going to work for you. Don't get shoes because I tell you these shoes work for me. These are just a shoe that work for me. Get shoes that work for you. And try them out before your long hike, because I've seen some gnarly blisters. People go out on the trail before they tested them on a through hike, and they get some nasty blisters. So be sure to check your shoes and get a sock combo. Just normal wool socks might not do the trick. You might need a little more. You might need some liners. You might need some friction block. Take care of your feet, because I found that you shouldn't have to worry about your feet on a trail. Just because I think that's something that's not something worth worrying about. you gotta enjoy the trail and enjoy what you're seeing. And then the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisper down jacket. Great jacket, brought on the Appalachian. 7-8 ounces right in there. Super light. Yeah, has a hood. I love this jacket. Super warm. On the lightweight side of a down jacket, not super heavy, but you know it does the trick, and will do the trick, especially for this trail. Just Mountain Bell rain jacket, ultra light, coming around 5-6 ounces, super light. Just a great all-around lightweight design. Cuff Velcro, some pit zips and zippers, which a little extra, a couple ounces of weight there, but very light for rain jackets. You're not going to find too much lighter out there. And then I do wear gaiters. I love wearing gaiters just because you keep the debris out of your shoes. And these are Dirty Girl gaiters. Yes, that's the name of the brand, but they're great, non-waterproof. So keeping out debris, keeping out sand, New Mexico, you name it. These will do the trick for getting me through New Mexico and through the second half of the trail. But I'll be picking some bigger gaiters up in New Mexico up in Colorado, my mistake, when I hit the snow. Next we can move on to some smaller gear items. My stove, and this is an Evernew titanium pot. Now I like to cook some big meals because you're hungry all the time when you Thru-Hike, pretty much. And so this is, decently sized pot, 1.3 liters, and can cook some gnarly meals in there. Titanium's a little bit more expensive, but this barely shows any wear of the hundreds of uses I've gotten out of it. So I found it's worth it to me to splurge on that piece. Use it with the Trail Design Sidewinder Tie-Try alcohol stove and cone system. Now the pot slides right into the windscreen, and then the little alcohol stove I upgraded to the Starlight burner, and so this burns either denatured alcohol or isopropyl are the best for that, but this just slides right on there. Super light, all titanium design, little floor for underneath the burner, but great alcohol burning stove. Highly recommend, super light. And then just a little Bic lighter for that. Titanium Sea to Summit spork. I just stay away from plastic, kind of just a thing, because they break. Titanium is very strong and super light. I'm bringing an umbrella for New Mexico. I've never really hiked with an umbrella, but I don't really want to wear that much sunscreen all the time, and it's going to be hot and sunny, and I live in Michigan, and it's cold and extremely cloudy where I'm from. And so, little Montbell umbrella, keep the sun off me, which will be just nice. Then I'll probably get rid of it in Colorado. Maybe pick it up again, maybe not. Water filtration. I use the Sawyer Squeeze. Now I used the Sawyer Mini to start the trail on the Appalachian. Used it for the whole Appalachian. By the end, I was very sick of it. The flow rate's a lot less, even though I backwashed very often. The Sawyer Squeeze, better flow rate, a little bit more weight. As regards to ounces, but I found using this in tandem with the Evernew bag, it's a great combo. Great combo there. I can back flush with a cap, just this alternate cap instead of from a smart water bottle instead of the syringe that comes with the Sawyer. So I do recommend that for back flushing when I do back flush. Pretty often I try to keep on top of that just to keep the flow rate, keep her flowing, save time out there. Some smart water bottles, nice and light. And then also we come down to a pair of sunglasses. Nothing crazy to write home there, just a pair of sunglasses. They're a polarized pair. A little trowel. I found you build a lot of trail karma when you dig a really nice cat hole and poop in it. So I take a trowel, and it barely weighs anything. 0.6 ounces for this little guy, and I feel it's worth it because I want to dig a nice poop hole and poop in it. Some hygiene, don't like cavities. Some toothpaste, toothbrush. I also floss my teeth every night on the trail, believe it or not. This is the Black Diamond Revolt headlamp. Now this is rechargeable, so I don't have to ever worry about replacing batteries. When I get in towns once in a while, I don't even have to every town. I can throw a little charge on it and it juices right up. It weighs a little bit more for this guy, but I found it adds value, and so I can do some more night hiking and not really have to worry also about in the back of my head, oh, my light might run out. You know, it's been worth it for me to have that dimmer and red light on the headlamp. And then I have my just a dual charger, dual USB charger, iPhone charger. I'll have my iPhone as well with me. I'll be doing all my pictures and videos on my iPhone. My iPhone, you know, full charge. This guy, little battery pack, gives me about 2.5 charges. So I found with 3.5 charges total, I'm pretty good for, you know, between towns. I don't use my phone that much, the GutHook app, for tracking along where I'm at. But else than that, you know, maybe a podcast here and there, and just try to keep the phone fairly off. So I found that works for me. Didn't really need to go anything above 2.5 charges. It keeps it light, keeps it reasonable there, and also doesn't give me too much space to be in my phone too often. I have to consciously think, oh yeah, I can't just be on my phone all the time, because why would you do that? You're through hiking. Come on. And then a compass. I have to get north, so I brought a little compass for my map set. Just keep me going north. Nice little guy, a Sunto. So yeah, so those are some of my gear items. I have my trekking poles, and these are just Like aluminum shaft trekking poles, nothing crazy. No tips on them right now because I mailed them ahead to myself to Phoenix, where I fly into, and take a bus, a Greyhound bus, to Lordsburg, and then down to Crazy Cook in a couple days here. So mailed my tent stakes. You didn't see those, nor didn't you see my Victorian Swiss Army knife. A little small guy. And why would I need a bigger knife? All I have to do is cut meat and cheese. And then we also have the winter gear, which I won't go into the winter gear too much in depth, but I'll be picking this up in Shama, New Mexico. And it's another map set, belay maps. I have crampons, boots, snowshoes, gaiters, a close foam sleeping pad for underneath the blow-up sleeping pad, ice axe, potentially a bigger water bottle in case it's freezing during the days. Not sure on that yet. I also have tall gaiters, like I mentioned earlier. I have rain pants, and I also do have neoprene waterproof socks, just to keep my feet warm and dry, and keep my boots a little bit drier on the inside, which I found to be very beneficial when doing winter hiking, just so you're not getting that freezing boot syndrome quite as much. Whew. And so with that is my some of my favorite gear that I've tested out Appalachian Trail Thru-Hike last year, and now this year bringing on the CDT. You can follow along with my journey on Instagram exclusively. You just search my username, Tim Blumendahl. Follow into my Instagram page there. And I'll probably, after the CDT, I'll make a video similar to the Appalachian Trail, which you can see my Appalachian Trail video on my channel. It's about 8 minutes 30 seconds. Kind of takes you through every state, which is fun. But just follow me on Instagram if you want to keep up. Else than that, if you have any questions or anything, just comment and I'll get back to you when I can. I might not be until after the trail, but I'll try to get back to you and just converse with you, because I like talking gear, like talking hiking. It's just a fun community. So keep the boots sturdy and happy trails.